Friday, September 4th, and today marks 100 days of protests in Portland, Oregon. I'm going to break down how we got here, as well as the deadly developments from overnight. It is accurate to say that Portland is a city in crisis. There is a clear division here, but it is inaccurate to say that the city is under siege or on fire. There have been a lot of changes in the past 100 days. Let's get to that.
We're going to hear from our new police chief, Chief Chuck Lavelle. Welcome, Chuck.
About a week and a half later, Portland City Council agreed to slash $16 million from Portland Police's roughly $250 million budget. But that was a far cry from what many of these protesters have been asking. They want to see $50 million cut to begin with from PPB's budget. That still has not happened.
Speak now directly to the people who are outraged that we didn't have the audacity to cut $50 million out of the police budget. I want to be clear that that $50 million number was based on nothing.
Some of the police reform bills lawmakers are set to discuss include banning maneuvers that restrict someone's ability to breathe, like a chokehold, prohibiting tear gas use, and also, Brian, there's a bill that would require officers to intervene if another officer is breaking the rules or doing something unethical. The focus of July was really the Fed's presence in Portland, which did anything but de-escalate the situation. Tear gas flooded the streets regularly. Above, you'll likely remember Donovan LaBella. Video shows him getting hit in the head with a less lethal round. And below, that's Navy veteran Christopher David. He's a part of one of several ACLU lawsuits against the federal agents. Justin Dunlap caught the deadly shooting on camera. He says he saw the victim spray mace. This is obviously a rapidly developing story, but what we know right now is the U.S. Marshals say that Michael Reinell, or Mike, pulled a gun on officers, but at this point they are not clarifying whether or not he actually shot that gun. Neighbors in the area up near Lacey, Washington say they heard about 24 shots in roughly a 3-minute period, and we're learning even more this morning about Reinell. I talked with Reinell's sister earlier this week before this deadly update, and she told me she hasn't really talked with her brother in about 3 years. She said he had some sort of falling out with the family. She also tells me he had 2 kids. There is certainly a lot more to develop with this story, and overall, as Portland enters its 100th night of protests tonight, we'll be sure to keep you updated.